Good day everyone, I am Jayceline Ignacio, and for today's topic, we're going to talk about solving systems of linear equation by elimination method using a scientific calculator. So this method involves eliminating one or more variables from a system of equations to solve for the remaining variables. So first, we're going to solve the equation manually, and then we're going to use the scientific calculator. But in solving systems of linear equation, we should follow the following steps. First, you should write down the given system of linear equations in the form ax plus by is equals to c. Next is multiply equations. If necessary, multiply one or both equations by a constant to make the coefficients of one variable the same in the both equation but with opposite signs. Next is add or subtract equations to eliminate one variable. And the next step, or the step 4, is solve the resulting equation for one variable. And the next step, substitute and solve. So substitute the value of the variable found in step 4 into one of the original equations to solve for the other variable. Next is check the solution by plugging it back into both original equations to ensure it satisfies both equations. So let us now try to solve system of linear equation by elimination method manually, and then let's apply it using a scientific calculator. So let's try the first example. 2x plus 3y equals to 7 and x minus 2y equals to negative 3. So we multiply the equation 2 by 2. Then we get 2x minus 4y equals to negative 6. And then subtract it to equation 1. Therefore, we get 7y is equals to 13. And therefore, the value of y is 13 over 7. And then we're going to substitute y to the equation 1. Therefore, we got 2x plus 3, the value of y equals to 7. And we got the value of x, which is 5 over 7. Now, let's try to use a scientific calculator. So, we have here the Casio on the model fx-570 991 CW. So, in solving system of linear equation using a scientific calculator, is first we need to find the equation. So we have here equation, then let's go up here, and then press equal, and simultaneous equation equals, and then how many unknown variables do we need to find? So we are now using the two variable system of linear equation. Therefore, the unknown are 2, which is x and y. So press equal. And then here, we're going to input our first example. So let's try to put, we have 2x, so therefore 2. And then press equal. And for the y value, we have 3. Again, press equal. And for the constant number, we have 7. Press equal again. And then we have the value of x, which is 1. So 1, press equal. And then the value of y, which is negative 2. So we have negative 2. Press equal again. And then for the constant, we have negative 3, press equal again, and then press equal. Therefore, we have the value of x, which is 5 over 7, and again equal the value of y, which is 13 over 7. So as we can see, we got the same value. So next, press home. And for our next example, for two variable again, we have x plus y equals to 4, and 3x minus 2y equals to 5. So we need to multiply the equation 1 to 2. We have 2x plus 2y equals to 8. And then add the equation 2 to equation 3. Therefore, we got 3x minus 2y equals to 8 plus 2x plus 2y equals to 8. equals to 5x over 13. Therefore, the value of x is 13 over 5. Next, we need to substitute the value of x into the equation 1. Therefore, we have 13 over 5 plus y equals to 4. And then transpose, and then we get the value of y, which is 7 over 5. Now, let's try to input it to the scientific calculator. Again, find the equation, press equal, simultaneous equation, and then again, we still have the two unknown variables, so press two unknown equal, and then input the given variable. We have the x plus y, which is 1 equals y 1 equals 4 equals, then the other one, we have 3x, so 3 equals minus 2y, so negative 2 equals equals to 5 equals, and then press equal. Therefore, we have the value of x, which is 13 over 5, and the value of y, which is 7 over 5, same as the answer that we get on solving it manually. Now, again, press home. And then, let's move on to the next example. For the next example, we have x plus 2y minus z equals 1, 2x minus y plus 3z equals 7, and x plus y plus z equals to 4. So, as we can see, we now have the three variables. So, we need to add the equation 1 to equation 3 to get the equation 4, and multiply the equation 1 by 3, and then therefore that's the equation 5, and add the equation 2 and equation 5, and then that's the equation 6, and then we're going to solve the equation 4 and equation 6. So simultaneously, we have the value of x and y, which is 1. Now we're going to substitute the x and y into the equation 3. Therefore, we get the value of z, which is 2, and the value of x, y, and z are 1, 1, and 2. Now, let's try to input it to our scientific calculator. Now, in solving three variables of linear equation by elimination method using the scientific calculator, we still have the same procedures, but we need to select the three unknown variables. So again, press the equation equals, simultaneous equation equals, and then the three unknowns, so press down, and then three unknowns equals. So we have the first value of x, which is 1, so 1 equals 2y equals negative 1 because it's negative c, negative 1 equals 1 equals, and then the second one, we have 2x, so 2 equals negative y, which is negative 1, equals 3z, so 3 equals 7 equals, so we have x plus y plus z equals 4, so therefore we have 1 equals 1 equals 1, and 4, so equals 4. So press equal to get the answer. So therefore we have the value of x, which is 1, the value of y, which is 1, and the value of z, which is 2. So same as the answer that we get on answering it manually. So press home. And for our next example, we still have the three variables. So we have 2x plus y minus 2z equals 3, x minus 3y plus z equals negative 2, and x plus y plus z equals 6. So we need to add the equation 1 and equation 3. Therefore, we have the equation 4, which is the 3x plus 2y minus z equals 9. And then we're going to multiply the equation 2 by 2. Then we have 2x minus 6y plus 2z equals negative 4. So that's the equation 5. And then we need to add the equation 1 to equation 5. Therefore, we got the equation 6, which is the 4x minus 5y equals negative 1. And then, we're going to multiply the equation 3 by 2. Therefore, we get the equation 7, which is 2x plus 2y plus 2z equals to 12. And then, we're going to add the equation 1 and equation 7 to get the equation 8. We have 4x plus 3y equals 15. And then, now we're going to subtract the equation 6 from equation 8. And therefore, we have the value of y, which is 2. And then, we're going to substitute y into equation 6. Therefore, we have 4x minus 5 times 2 equals to negative 1. And then, we have now the value of x, which is 9 over 4. And then, we're going to substitute the value of x and y into equation 3. Therefore, we have the value of c, which is 16 over 9 divided by 4. Therefore, we have the value of c, which is 7 over 4. Now, let's try to use a scientific calculator in solving this one. So, as we can see, solving this one is a very long procedure. So, now let's try scientific calculator. So, again, press the equation equals, and then simultaneous equation again equals 3 variables, since we have the 3 variables in our example. So, press down 3 variables. And then we have 2x plus y minus 2z equals 3. So, we have 2 equals y, which is 1, equals minus 2c, which is negative 2. So, we have negative 2 equals, and the constant term is 3. So, we have 3 equals. And then, we have x minus 3y plus z equals negative 2. So, we have 1 equals negative 3 equals z, which is 1, equals negative 2. Negative 2. Now, we have x plus y plus z is equals to 6. So, we have 1 equals 1 equals 1 equals 6. So, press equal to get the answer or the value of x, y, and z. So, we have equal. So, the value of x is 9 over 4. Okay, and the value of y is 2. And the value of c is 7 over 4. So, same as what we get on answering it manually. For the last example, we have x plus y plus z equals to 3. 2x minus y plus 2z equals to 5. X minus 2y minus z is equals to negative 1. So, we have to add the equation 1 and equation 3 to get the equation 4. And then add equation 1 and equation 2 to get the equation 5. And then multiply equation 4 by 2 to get the equation 6. And then we need to add the equation 2 and equation 3 to get the equation 7. And now, we need to multiply equation 7 by 3 to get the equation 8. And subtract equation 5 from equation 8 to get the equation 9. And then multiply equation 4 by 6 to get the equation 10. And then multiply equation 9 by 2 to get the equation 11. It's a very long process. And then subtract equation 11 from equation 10. And then, therefore, we have the value of y, which is 1/3. Now, we need to substitute the value of y into equation 4 to get the value of x, which is 7 over 6. And then, now, we need to substitute the value of x and y into equation 1 to get the value of c. So, the value of c, or the variable c, is 9 over 6. And then, lowest term, we got the value of c, which is 3/2 or 3 over 2. Now, let's try solving into our scientific calculators. As we can see, solving it manually is a very long process. Now, let's try solving it to our scientific calculator. So, again, press the equation equal, simultaneous equation equal, 3 unknown variables since we have 3 variables equals, so we have 2x plus y minus 2z equals 3. So, press 2 equals y, which is 1, equals minus 2z, which is negative 2, equals 3, equals, then the other one is x, which is 1, equal, and then minus 3y, which is negative 3, equals z, which is 1, equals negative 2. Again, press equals. We have x plus y plus z is equals to 6. So, therefore, we have 1, where is the erase? Next is x plus y plus z is equals to 6. So, therefore, we have 1 equals 1 equals 1 equals 6 equals. Then again, press equal to get the answer. So, we have the value of x, which is 9 over 4, the value of y, which is 2, and the value of c, which is 7 over 4. So, that's it. I hope you learned how to use a scientific calculator by solving system of linear equation using elimination method.